Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a good one out there. So we're talking about foods that you should absolutely avoid, like the plague, when you are doing a keto diet, keto lifestyle, whatever you'd like to call it. If you like these types of videos, be sure to leave a like down below if you found this to be helpful. Towards the end, of course, stayed all the way to the end of the video. And consider subscribing to the channel with the notification bell turned on so you don't miss any future keto uploads. So, I've made a video previously mentioning about the foods that you should be eating. So, just as important, the foods that you should be avoiding. I'm going to make it real simple. If it isn't a meat or a vegetable, chances are you should not be eating it. Okay, for the most part. I know a lot of people are going to crucify me and be like, no, that's not true. But trust me, just to make it easy on yourself. So, chicken, steak, pork, any kind of meat, any kind of seafood, and then most of the vegetables that are out there, especially the leafy greens. Those are the things you're going to be wanting to eat and consume, whatever you want to call, on a regular basis when you're doing a keto diet. Rice, pasta, bread, snacks, sugary drinks, sodas, food from movie theaters, junk food, all that stuff, throw it away. Give it to people, get rid of it. You don't want it at all near you. Trust me, temptation is really bad. And if you are a carboholic, I wouldn't say let's put it this way. I guess I was a carboholic. Yeah. Because I definitely had an addiction to carbohydrates. Me and carbohydrates do not mix very well at all. I grew up in an Italian household where there was always pasta and bread and, just delicious stuff around. And I got addicted. If food was always a comfort thing for me. And, whenever I was feeling bummed out, sure, go eat something. Feel better for 2 seconds and then hate yourself afterwards, Stay away from these foods. All the fast food stuff but within reason. And I have another video about how you can actually eat at a fast food place. If you're in an emergency, if you're in an emergency situation and you have to eat something on the go, on the run, on a road trip, whatever, I will be explaining about how you can eat at these fast food places. But going back to the topic here, keep it really, really simple on yourself. If it's not a protein like meat or seafood or a leafy green, sort of a vegetable, don't eat it. That's the simplest way I can put it. And is it limited? Yeah, it's pretty limited. But that's why you have to get very creative with keto. Keto is easy in theory because it's pretty simplified as to what you can and cannot eat. But where it gets really, really difficult is when you rely very heavily on carbs to feel better or whatever. It's very easy to cheat and go off the rails and ruin a lot of progress on this particular diet. So willpower is definitely a must, and we all have it. It's a matter of how badly you really want to achieve those goals, of getting healthier and losing weight and things of that nature, So I feel like I pretty much covered it. Those are foods you definitely want to avoid. Anything with carbs, especially the heavy ones. But like I said, so if it's not a protein like meat or seafood, and if it's not a leafy green, chances are you should probably stay away from it, just to keep it super simple. And on that note, my question for everybody is, what is one food or multiple foods that you feel like you're addicted to, or foods that you really are gonna have a hard time parting ways with? It could even be drinks too. Put it in the comment section. Tell me what your problematic foods are, and I'm just curious if they're like problematic foods that I had. My thing was sandwiches. I love sandwiches. Italian combos. Whatever. Subway sandwiches. The bread was a big thing for me. Pasta was a big thing. Rice was a big thing for me. So that's what I'm curious about. What were your trouble foods, or what are foods that you're trying to give up, temporarily at least? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to slap a like on it down below. And of course, consider subscribing to the channel with the notification bell turned on. I greatly appreciate your viewership, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Keep losing that weight. See ya.